Om Sri Sai Ram. My humble pranams to the lotus feet of our Swami and offer this special program to his lotus feet. With the divine grace of Swami, I take the privilege to introduce Mahashakti's devotee Srimati Shailaja, an orator going to talk about the Mahima of Devi and a song on Devi. On this auspicious Aadi day, I pray Swami to give her health, wealth, peace, and prosperity. Significance of Aadi. The Tamil month Aadi is the fourth month of the Tamil calendar. This month is the Dakshinayana Punyakalam or the night time of Devas. They are engaged in worshipping the Mahashakti to remove darkness from their life. Lord Shiva is with his consort and therefore her powers are doubled during this month. The mother protects her devotees from all negative forces and therefore regarded as the most auspicious month of the year for Devi worship. The sun steers its way to enter the Katakarasi and hence this month is also called Karkadaga. Aadivelli means the Fridays that fall during the Tamil month of Aadi and glorifies various goddesses.
Sairam all. Today let's see about surrendering oneself to God. As you all know, there are many forms of bhakti and everyone has their own interpretation about bhakti. Truly saying this is an attachment and love towards one favorite God. See, everyone has their own favorite God, but the supreme power is one. We worship them in different forms as we want to enjoy the beauty in their appearance and to be close with them. Ma Shakti is very close to my heart, not only for me, because she is the Jagan Mata, Universal Mother. She has lots of love and compassion towards her children, as we have with our children in this birth. So we should never have a doubt at any cost about her love. If we think Ma Shakti as our own mother, then the closeness and true happiness will emerge spontaneously from our hearts. We can talk to her, pour out as though she is sitting in front of us. She is always beside us and holding our hands. There's no need of second thought here. See, we all may think and wonder, okay, what does actually surrendering completely mean? We as human feel very happy if good things happen to us. At the same time, if we come across hurdles, problems, sorrows, difficulties, we immediately think, why she is giving all this to me? This is human nature. Here, we have to also realize that she is giving strength and ability to undergo and face problems, and finally, we get a solution by her grace. So, our good and bad times are already destined. Only thing we should believe that she will take care. The next moment is not ours. We could neither prevent, stop, nor predict what will happen. So, we have to be calm, feel happy about what we have. I mean, ability to do things, which can be anything, for example, from the dawn to dusk. Getting up from bed, eating, walking, seeing, being friendly, smiling, etc. It's a big list, as we all know. Of course, I also know it is difficult to follow and be the same all the time as humans because we are all humans now. Even for this quality, we have to seek her help. We have to see her in each and everything surrounded by our. If this surrendering comes, we can very well balance our life and enjoy each day with pleasure. Finally, we have to think good, do good, never hurt anyone, never talk ill about others. In fact, these are the basic qualities to reach her feet. If we develop these, our attitude and approach towards life will change. Our birth is itself a great boon, a miracle, an unmatchable gift from God. So, we have to try to experience the miracles daily and we should be grateful to Amma Shakti. Devam Manushya Rupena. This is certainly true. There are many incidents, but I would like to share a story. It's interesting, touching, and shows the level of bhakti. During Lord Shiva's Rudra Thandav, Dakshayani Devi, Parvati Devi's body, fell into many pieces in this world, especially 64 in India. These are called Shakti Pitams. The part of the eye fell in the place near Trichy and it is called Kannapuram. The goddess there is Samayapuram Maha Mariamman. Nearby village lived a simple couple blessed with a boy named Shivanesan. Added to this, he is also born by the grace of a renowned poet, Kalamega Pulavar. His name means capability of pouring forth poems like a grey black clouds that burst into a torrential rain. Sivanesan from his childhood adored goddess Devi and blessed with the ability to extempore poems, extraordinary in art, making sculpture and music. Everyone was appreciating the divinity in his sculptures. His grandfather wanted these sculptures to exhibit before the king. He said, "The king is very good and noble in nature, but he is not allowing the queen to come outside. She is like goddess Saraswati, having taste towards music and art." At that time, the king and queen came to temple to perform puja. Sivanesan was painting goddess and was singing very happily. After hearing this divine music, the queen asked, "Have you heard before this kind of heart-touching divine music?" The king said, "No." "Then why can't we make this person as our court poet? He deserves for this post." The king called his minister and inquired about Sivanesan. The minister said, "He is very noble," and added to this, he adored Devi Samayapura Mariamman. He was called to the court and the king informed before the court that hereafter Sivanesan will be a senior court poet. The other poets in the court were just looking at each other and confused. Asked the king, why this sudden change and how can he become the senior poet of the court? He has to prove his ability at least. Okay, then they said with a thumb impression, as per Shastra, he has to draw a person without seeing his or her Angalakshanam perfectly. Sivanesan immediately said, "Thumb impression is not needed. Just a string of hair is enough to draw a picture perfectly. My Amma has given the ability to do this. If you give the opportunity, I'll prove myself," and said. The poets gave him a hair string, saying that it's of a beautiful girl. He examined the string and started drawing by the grace of Amma. He drew a picture of an yogi. The king asked, "Is this perfect?" Everyone agreed, and the original yogi was brought to the court. They were all surprised to see the perfectness in his drawing. Even then, they were grumbling among themselves, and they doubt that somebody would have informed him beforehand about this. Then the king himself said, "I'll look into this matter tomorrow." The king came with a string of hair the next day and asked him to draw the image. Sivanesan, as usual, examined and with a prayer he started drawing. He asked the king whether he need only the face or a full picture. The king said, "Only the face is enough." After completing, the queen face is emerged in the screen. Oh, the king was very much thrilled and moved after seeing his ability. He was stunned and embraced Sivanesan. He said, I can give gifts to many, but I have a desire. Sivanesan, will you fulfill? He bowed down and asked. Oh, then Sivanesan said, Oh my lord, please tell me what can I do for you? He said, My wife is young and very beautiful. After some years, the beauty will fade away. So, will you make a sculpture of her to me? Yes, he agreed to do that. For this deed, I request you one thing, my lord. The king asked, Tell me, will you allow me to sing a song before the queen who is blessed with Saraswati Kataksham? I want to see the real happiness of the queen. The king agreed. Then he took the picture of the queen, and then he took the picture the face of the picture to the queen and showed that to her. She was dumbstruck and said, It is unbelievable. Unless with the Paripurna Katakshanam of Devi he can't achieve this. She could not control her emotion. The queen asked, How have you honored him? In return, yes, he himself asked me to sing a song in front of you. By seeing your ecstasy in your face, he'll be very happy. Then that was agreed by me. And he brought to the court. He started to sing. After praying Devi, he imagined as though he is sitting in front of Devi and sang the song. She gave many gifts, and finally the king joined there and mistook some conversation and started doubting him. The king wanted to see whether the sculpture is ready. He went and saw. He was shocked to see the sculpture with a mole on the left thigh. He became very furious and asked the minister to make him blind for this mistake. He doesn't realize with the string of hair, if he can draw the whole image, can't he carve the sculpture? The minister came and said, Please go away from the village as the king ordered like this to Sivanesan. Then Sivanesan refused to go as he has the responsibility to prove the fidelity of the queen who is a blessed soul. If I run away, it will be proved that I am wrong. My Amma is there. She will take care and rescue me. Don't worry. The next day, while he was praying in the temple after Mangala Harati, he forcibly pulled the Arti plate and kept on his eyes. By doing this, he lost vision in both eyes and became blind. By hearing this news, the queen rushed to the temple and screamed and cried to Amma, We should not miss this kind of a genius, a legend, and a good hearted person. Please give justice to Sivanes and Amma, she cried. All of a sudden, she became unconscious, and Devi appeared in the form of a queen. Then she gave him sight. She touched his eyes, and miraculously he gained vision. Everyone was shockingly looking what's happening there. One side, the queen became unconscious, and the other side, the same queen came to rescue him. After a few seconds, they all realized that Amma came there in queen's place. Devi proved the genuineness, loyalty of Sivanesan and fidelity of the queen. श्रीचक्रराज सिंहासनेश्वरे श्रीललिताम्बिकये भुवनेश्वरी आगमवेद कलामयरूपिणी अखिलचराचर जननि नारायणी नागकङ्कण नटराजमनोहरी ज्ञानविद्येश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी श्रीचक्रराज सिंहासनेश्वरी श्रीललितां भिकये.